as get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Blues. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
3rd and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
31-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, Carr gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
It's a gain of
and forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And that is incomplete here.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. Flush to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Damian Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7. Jaguars, nothing. Randy Bullock.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
first carry for Raheem Mostert.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 32-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Now the ball comes loose. Now the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. Stays on his feet, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. It might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 19 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Complete.
Calvin Ridley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Blues 14, Jaguars 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now Damian Williams to return it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
28-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
29. 56. Check 56. Check right.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Carr. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Mike, 55. 93. Mike. Express. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Operating from the gun.
Carr. And finding the tight end Hooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
38-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch safety. Safety screaming. Joker. Wide. Get wide. Check nickel.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
He's checking. Crash.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
McCaffrey, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Prescott from the gun. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Jaguar first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This one caught by Davis. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Prescott. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Blues 21, Jaguars 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return, Williams. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Carr. He gets this to Coulter complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
1st down, Jaguars.
1st down, Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Jaguars.
31.
Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
21.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing on first down is Carr. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Wild Bill. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Oh, yeah. And Sprudge. 29.
Throwing on second and long. Carr dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. On third and long, it's Carr. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard. If that.
McCaffrey. A 14-yard gain. It's
on now is the punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
On second down, Mostert. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And a Jaguar first down.
Prescott off play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 35. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. He's going to let it go again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
For the point after.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10. Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on first and 10. Nice run on second and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on third down? You're a little off balance.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The tackle made by Kevin Byard.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
Prescott
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third and long for Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Cameron Johnston.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pulled in at the 24. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over.
29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A first down throw for Prescott. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He was covered by
an incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Smith catches left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 4 yards, it's a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Prescott on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown,
Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Blues 38, Jaguars 35. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Williams to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
694. Express. Check 55.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Check right. Watching you grind. I got you, son. Express. 55's Mike, dog. 55. All day, dog. Mike, 55. Check. Express. I got you. Hey, check 24. Watch 20. Right there. Express. That's the safety cream.
From the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Play action. Now it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He's brought down.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowman. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Check 26, check 26.
Shotgun now for Carr. And finding the tight end Hooper. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. Well, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Hey, check Mike 57.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.